everyone and welcome for this new video. So on the second occasion of my 25th birthday, my friends requested me to do a video on 26 facts about me. So that's what I'll talk about, so you can get to know me a little bit more. I think it's time for me to tell you something which most of my viewers don't know about it, but I actually won the Postgraduate International Student of 2017. Yes, and of course I'm very happy about it. So fact number one, of course, I think I should start from my date of birth, which is the 6th August 91. So I also have an elder sister who is 3 years older than me and she's currently in Mauritius. I actually have a degree of interior architecture from Taylor's University in Malaysia and also Northumbria University in UK. And right now I'm doing my master's, hopefully my last one, here in Australia. So it's a Master of Interior Architecture at the University of South Australia. Besides that, I have a boyfriend. We have been dating for 5 years now and we met in my previous university in Malaysia, and he's not from Mauritius. So he's actually from Tanzania. So for those whose the geography is not that good, so Tanzania is on East Africa, just below Kenya. So my favorite movie of all times is La Boom. You know that movie with Sophie Marceau. My favorite color is apple green. Like, who would like apple green besides me? And also what I love food. My favorite food is pizza, followed by ice cream. So I think I like Italian food. I also love tropical fruits like pineapple, passion fruit, mango, and watermelon, and lychee, and longan when it's cold. Actually, fruits when they're cold, they're much more better and they're sweeter and juicier. So I love dogs, and my first and only dog was named Mais, so which is like corn. So I know it's my sister who decided to name her Mais, I guess because of her golden brown color. So I also said to myself that the day I have a dog, his name will be Dougie, which is like a translation of tutu. So a few things which I actually hate are flowers. I know I hate flowers. Besides white roses, yes, because I like white. Rose, I don't know why. And I hate chocolates. So if I had to eat chocolates, I will actually say the white chocolate, but it's kind of unhealthy. But I don't really like the dark chocolate. I don't like milk chocolates, makes me always thirsty. And I also have seafoods allergy. I know many people say like, how can't you eat seafoods when you come from an island? Like, doesn't mean because I come from Mauritius, which is an island, that I must be eating seafoods all the time. I hate cats. Okay, I'll try not to be mean by saying that they're useless animals, but you know, the image I have of cats is like they spend their time to sleep, they're always lazy, like they are just very affectionate towards you just when they are hungry. Of course, it's not all of them, but since I was born, I always hated pink color. So I think it's because most of the girls will like pink, and because I've never liked to be associated like everyone else, so I always hated pink. And I also hate blue, but for some reasons I like wearing blue dresses. I also hate the gym. I think I am gym phobic. Really, like, I hate the smell of the gym, I hate the sound of the equipment, I hate the sound people make when they are in pain. Like, why do I want to be in an environment where you can constantly hear people being in pain? Like, it's a real torture. I've always hated English, and even my English teachers in high school will say that during the English class I used to speak French all the time. Yeah, that's very awkward, but you know, I never cared because I was like, you know, if I have to go to university, I'll go to France or Belgium or Réunion Island. I used to speak French all the time because in my family we speak French, so it's like my mother tongue language. But now it's been 6 years I've been speaking English, so all the time I talk to my parents, or for example I go back to Mauritius, I find it kind of hard to not hard for me to speak French, but then like it's kind of funny, I guess, because sometimes I don't really pick up the French words, and then I probably do a very bad translation or just translate an English word trying to say it in French. I will tell you that I hate reading. Like, no one in my family, I guess, understands why I don't like reading, knowing that they all love books, but I think it's because I've seen that many people love reading, so why do I have to be like them and love reading? But what's funny is that, you know, as a master student, you have to do lots of reading, and mostly what I'm doing my thesis right now, so it involves like constant reading. But I should admit that I kind of like it. Not that I like reading, but I like what I'm discovering throughout all the articles and books I read. So, but then I still hate reading though. So when I was younger, that is when I was in primary school and secondary, so I was mostly like the follower type, and until my first semester when I went in Malaysia for my degree, I was actually bullied by a Mauritian, and as from that time I started following all the leadership programs, and as from there I found out that I was really passionate by leadership. So when I was in Malaysia, I used to join all these leadership programs, right? So I was among the presidents for the Student Residential Council. I was event organizer of the International Student Council for my university, of course. Cultural manager of the Mauritian Society. I think it was the design director of the African Club. I was a French tutor and student counselor. And then when I came in here in Australia, I created the African Society, and now I've been president of the African Societies for 2 years. And I was the international student representative of my university. I also created the international student organization of the state of South Australia. I also created the African Student Council of South Australia. I was part of the National Union of Students, and also currently an NLS member. I'm not gonna say what it is because it's more like political stuff. Once I be done with my studies, my dream jobs would be, first I would like to be a lecturer because I've always loved teaching. So after that I would like to have my own company of interior architecture, followed by my company of design, which be like releasing in magazines once a month in different countries, either in the Indian Ocean or in Africa. So that design magazine will consist of not only interior architecture but also graphic designs, ideas regarding, for example, bakery or crafts or wedding ideas, like everything which is related to design. So my biggest dream is actually to have my own NGO all over different African countries. So this NGO would be mostly supporting students facing bullying, racism, or even harassment in either primary and secondary school. So I always say to myself that if I had to have kids, I'll probably have a boy, because the way I've always seen boys, it's like they never listen to people. They never listen to their parents, mostly like they destroy everything. They're always putting a mess all the time. And then I'm like, yes, because that's very entertaining and that's how I am. You know, when I go back home, it's always like my parents are like, oh, you know, like, who did that? It's Valerie who did it. Yes, it's always me who does everything which should not be done. So I think that's why I was to myself like, I would like to have a boy. So when I was a kid, I used to never listen to my parents. I actually still don't really listen to them. Not all the time. I think it's because I've always wanted to be independent. So knowing that someone tells me like what to do is kind of annoying. Something else about me is that I am very stubborn. I hate when people tell me what I have to do. And I think that's why I had an adolescent crisis. I think I still have it, but it should be called adulthood crisis. I don't know. But yeah, I always wanted to judge things by myself rather than people telling me like, don't do this because this is what will happen and everything. I mean, like, they might be right, but I want to experience it myself and learn from my own mistakes rather than me learning from someone else's mistake. So my friends think that I am crazy, stubborn, that without me their life have been very boring. Yes, I know, it's true. But I'm very entertaining and very sassy. I had to look in the dictionary to know what sassy means actually. So that's it for this video about the 26 facts about me, and I hope I won't have to do 27 facts about me next year. So I hope you actually enjoyed the video, and also I promise I will release the video about my trip to Sydney shortly, and I hope you will like it as well. And yeah, that's it. So I hope to see you next time for a new video. Goodbye.